Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today we mark the end of the Neco 2023 mathematics past question for the objective part. So we have question 51 on the board, which says two balls are taken one after the other from a bag without replacement. If the bag contains 4 red and 6 blue, so the content in the bag are, we have red to be 4 and we have blue to be what? 6. Good. So what is probably that they are of different colors? It is very simple. I told you earlier on one of my questions, the question I solved here earlier on. I said that in probability, two things are involved. You need the total event and the what and the event itself. So how do we get the total event here? We simply sum up these two balls. So if I sum up these two balls, I will have what? 10. So this 10 is my total what? Event. Okay, but we are now told that two balls were taken from that bag. That what is probably that they are of different colors. That means, and don't forget this word, without replacement. That means that if I should take red, that will be 4/10, right? You know I didn't replace. Then I pick another color because they are of different colors. So I pick blue, 6. But because I didn't replace the former red, this has to decrease to what? 9. So I'm picking the blue color out of 9 total events now. Okay, so plus, so let's assume I pick blue first, maintain 6/10, multiply again by this, which is 4/9 now. Do you understand that? Okay, so let's continue. 3 here, 3 here 2 and 3 here what? 3. 2 here 2 and 2 here what? 5. So we are left with 4/15 on this side. Plus, let's go with these two. 3 here 2, 3 here 3, 2 here 2 and 2 here what? 5. So we are left with 4/15 on that side too. So we can really find the LCM. The LCM of this guy is what? 15. 15 divided by 15 gives 1. Then 1 times this gives 4 plus 4. And that will give us what? 8/15. So 8/15 is the final answer to that question. And that is option B. That's how to solve question like that. So question 52. Right, so this is question 52, which says, what angle represents the student that sat for economics? So let's follow the instruction first. The pie chart below shows the distribution of candidates that sat for certain subjects in a school certificate examination. Use the information to answer question 52 and 53. Good. This is the pie chart. What angle represents the student that sat for economics? Good. Now in a pie chart, total sum of the angle at a point here, note that they are said to be added to 360 degrees. That means we need to combine all the points together by saying economics. Of course, we don't know that. Plus the ones we know, 70 plus, can you see that? Plus 20 and plus what? 150. Everything is equals to what? 360. So if you make this side of the formula, we have economics plus 70 plus 20, that's 90, right? Then 90 plus 150, that's 240, is equals to what? 360 degrees. So collect like times, that will be economics will be equals to 360 minus what? 240. Okay, so if you do that, 360 minus 40 should give you 120 degrees. So therefore economics is 120 degrees, which is option E. So option E is the correct answer to that. So that's all for question 52. So we are still going to use the same information to answer question 53. Question 53 says, what percentage of the students sat for English language correct to the nearest whole number? So let's go over to the pie chart we have here. Just take the degrees of English language, which is this 150 degrees. So that will be 150 all divided by total sum of the angle. Like I said before on question 52, total sum of the angle is 360, right? So just divide by 360, then multiply by 100 because you are converting it back to what? Back to percentage. Okay, so if I do this directly in calculator, let's just evaluate this directly in calculator. Okay, before that, this should give us 15,000 divided by 360. So let's evaluate this directly in calculator. Okay, so 15,000 divided by 360. I have 41.7 6, 6, 6, 6, like that, like that, like that. So, but we are asked to convert, to approximate it to the nearest whole number. That means if I approximate this, it's going to give me 42. So 42 is the correct answer. That's option E. This is option E. Okay, so question 54. Question 54 says, find the mean of the frequency distribution below, correct to one decimal place. So this is the frequency distribution that we are given. So we have to find the mean of this data. How do we look for the mean of this data? Very simple. Of course, we know that whenever you're given frequency in a distribution, mean, which is bar x, should be taken as summation fx over summation f. Don't forget that. So this is x and this is the frequency f. So that means we need to multiply the mark and the frequency together. Then we add them. So that means for this one, I will have 2 multiplied by 9, right? Plus 5 multiplied by 4, plus 7 multiplied by 3, plus 8 multiplied by 7, plus 9 multiplied by 8, and plus 10 multiplied by what? 2. Okay, that's what we have. That's the meaning of this summation fx. Then all divided by summation f means only this one. 9 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 2. So let's quickly do the numerator. Let's do it directly in calculator. Of course, before that, you can do something. This is 18 plus 20 plus 21 plus 56 plus, let me use calculator for that. So that's 9 multiplied by 8. That should give us, I think that should give us 72. But let me confirm. Okay, correct. So that's 72. So this is 72 plus 20. Then all divided by, let's also add this directly to save time. 9 plus 4 plus 3 plus 7 plus 8 plus 2. So I have 33. So if you evaluate all this, the one up, 18 plus 20 plus 21 plus 56 plus 72 plus 20, I have 207. That will be 207 divided by what? 33. So let's divide. So I have 6.2727. So that's what I have. But we have to approximate to one decimal place. That means it's going to be approximated on these two. That will give us 6.3. So the answer is 6.3, and that's option C. So question 55. Question 55, which reads, the table below shows the scores of applicants in an interview, scores and frequency. If an applicant is chosen at random, what is the probability that he scored at most 8 marks? So like I told you before again that this is another problem on probability actually. So we need two things, which is event and total event. So the total event from this data is gotten from the frequency. Just sum up the frequency. That's 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3. So this is 6, 8, 13, 16. So we have 16 as a total event in this case. Good. So after that, we are now told that he scored at most 8 marks. That's going to be our event. Now, the event is now at most. This word is very important. When we talk of at most, that means from the least to that 8. But assuming they said at least, that means from 8 and above. So that means from the least to 8. So let's see. This is 8. So that means from here to here. That's 2 plus 4 plus 2. So if you sum up this is 6 and this is what? 8. So, and we know the probability of at most 8 is going to be what? Don't forget that's event over what? Total event. So what's the event? Which is 8. And total event is what? 16. So 8 here 1, 8 here what? 2. That gives us 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 is the correct answer. And that's option E. So option E is correct. I have question 56. A box contains 20 oranges. 14 of them are ripe and 6 unripe. If 2 oranges are taken one after the other with replacement, find the probability that one is ripe and the other is unripe. Good. So probability that one is ripe, which of the event has a ripe, which is 14? That will be, for ripe now, that will be 14 over 20. That's the meaning. You know, after picking the first one, we were told that it was replaced. That means total event will not change because total event in this case was 20. So probability for unripe now, unripe, the event there is what, 6 over 20. Okay, so but they use the word and here, one after the other without replacement. Find probability that one is ripe and the other is unripe. So when you see the word and in probability means multiplication. So we need to multiply these two. Therefore, our probability of ripe multiplied by probability of what? Unripe. So that will be 14 over 20 multiplied by 6 over 20. Okay, so we can divide. 2 here 7, 2 here 10, 2 here 3, 2 here what? 10. So 7 multiplied by 3 gives 21, and 10 multiplied by 10 gives what? 100. So the answer is 21 over 100, and that's option A. So option A is correct. Okay, so question 57. Question 57, which reads, the mean of the set of numbers 25x6 is 4. So in that case, we have bar x already to be equals to 4 because we were told that it's 4. Then the mean of the numbers, which is, these are the numbers. The numbers are 2, 5, x, and 6. So what is the value of x? So since this question is related to mean, I will know that for mean of frequencies like, for mean of data like this without frequency, by x is taken as summation x all over what? N. So this has already been given, which is what? 4. So summation x means you are adding all this together. That's 2 plus 5 plus x plus 6. All divided by n. How many numbers do we have there? 4. Then from there you cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you have 2 plus 5 plus x plus 6 will be equals to 4 multiplied by 4. So this is 7. 7 plus 6 gives what? 13. That's 13 plus x is equals to what? 16. So therefore, collect like times, you have x equals to 16 minus what? 13. So x is equals to 3. So the final answer is 3, which is option E. Okay, so question 58. We have question 58, which reads, evaluate integral from 0 to 2, 2x minus s squared, close the bracket, with respect to the x. So this is integral calculus. So how do we go about this question? We have 2x minus s squared with respect to what? To the x. So for you to solve this question, you should note that integral calculus is opposite to differential calculus. You always take the power of the unknown, which is what? X in this case. So the power here is 1. You add 1 to that power. This becomes 2x squared. Then all over the same power that you have. Then minus this one, when you add 1 to this power, you have s raised to power 3 all over what? 3. So from 0 to what? To 2. That means you are replacing both 2 and 0 into this equation anywhere you see x. But before that, I can eliminate. This can eliminate this out. So I can reduce this to what? S squared minus s cubed over 3 all into what? 0 to what? To 2. So that means if I put 2 into this bracket, you know I will have 2 raised to power 2 minus 2 raised to power 3 over what? 3. Right? So that is for these two. Then minus, you replace this 0 2 into this equation here. So you have 0 raised to power 2 minus 0 raised to power 3 all over what? 3. So of course, 2 raised to power 2 gives 4 minus 2 raised to power 3 gives what? 8 over 3. So everything here is what? 0. So from here we can find the what? LCM. The LCM of this is what? 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 multiplied by 4 is what? 12. Minus 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 multiplied by 8 is what? 8. So this will give us what? 4 over 3. So the final answer is 4 over 3, or we take it back to mixed fraction, which is 1 whole number 1 over 3. So that is option C. Question 59, which says, if y is equal to 3x squared minus 4x minus 12, find the value of x when the y dx is equal to 0. Good. This is a differential calculus. We are given that y is equal to 3x squared minus 4x minus 12. So the y dx means you are differentiating y with respect to what? To x. So if I differentiate this, I will have 6x. I've explained this earlier. Okay? Then minus what? 4. Because I told you that a constant that doesn't have a letter attached to it, it is said to be what? 0 when you differentiate it. So we have the y dx to be equal to 6x minus 4. Good. And we are told that the y dx is equals to what? 0. That means that anywhere we see the y dx, we put 0. So this is going to be 0 is equals to 6x minus 4. So from here now, you collect like times. You have 0 plus 4 is equals to 6x. So that will be 6x is equals to what? 4. So divide both sides by what? By 6 to get the value of x. So x is equals to 4 over 6, or 2 here 2, 2 here what? 3. So which is the same thing as saying 2 over what? 3. So and that is option C. Okay, so the last question. Next, we have question 60, which says a particle moves in a straight line such that its velocity after t seconds is 3t plus 4 in meter per second. Good. Find the distance traveled in 4 seconds. So in this case now, this parameter has to do with a common formula in physics, which says that what? Velocity is equals to distance all divided by what? Time. So, but in this case, because we are told that after t seconds, that means there has been an initial time before, which is, we can take that as what? Time 0. So we need to be taking the change. We need to take the change of this distance and what? Time. So we have velocity is equals to change in distance all over what? Change in what? Time. What we need is this distance, right? Let's cross multiply. So we have the s to be equals to v dt. But this is a form of what? Differential. We need to find the antiderivative, which is what? Integral. So if your antiderivative of this one, we are going to have distance to be equals to integral of v dt. Okay, so already we have v. V is 3t plus 4. Let's replace. S will be equals to the integral of 3t plus 4, then what? dt. So we need to integrate this one. Then how do we integrate? This is having t, and this t is having raised to power what? 1. Before I told you, just add 1 to that what? Power. You will have 3t squared, then all over the same power. So this does not have t, but it is having t raised to power 0, because it's same thing as saying what? 1. So when you add 1 to that 0, you will have plus what? 4t. Okay, this is what you have. So now at t now, we are given that t in what? 4 seconds. So that means anywhere you see t in this formula here, you put what? 4. So distance would be equals to 3 multiplied by 4 raised to power 2 over what? 2. Plus 4 multiplied by what? 4. Okay, so this is same thing as saying distance would be equals to 3 multiplied by 16 over 2 plus what? 16. 2 here 1, 2 here 8. So 3 multiplied by 8 gives 24 plus 16. So 24 plus 16 will give 40 meters. So the answer is 40 meters, which is option what? C. So that will mark the end of today's lesson, and that will mark the end of the past question for the objective parts. Neco 2023 mathematics past question. The objective part has been completely what? Solved. So I want your opinion on something. If you want me to continue with this video, like the theory part, to take the theory part, because the exam comes up on the 10th of July. Okay, so if you want me to at least solve the theory part too, kindly drop your comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel to receive more updates from this channel. I'll see you guys in the next class.